Hello everyone, I'm Jeffrey and welcome to the Busted Bear Productions All Things TV podcast. Today we're going to dive into a topic that keeps us all on our toes, wondering about the fate of our favorite shows, TV show renewals and cancellations in 2024 to 2025. We'll discuss various networks' decisions regarding their programming, find out which shows have been given another season, and sadly, which ones we'll have to bid farewell to. So, let's get started. Let's start off with a little anecdote about a show that had a particularly good start to the year. The first series to score a renewal in 2024 was Slow Horses. In early January, Apple TV Plus picked up the series for a fifth season, which will be based on Mick Herron's spy novel London Rules. Slow Horses, which initially premiered in 2022, unravels the story of a dysfunctional team of British intelligence agents, kicking it at the Slough House. With great stars like Gary Oldman, Kristen Scott Thomas, and Christopher Chung, it's no wonder why the show was renewed. On the flip side, Minx wasn't quite as fortunate and was cancelled for a second time. Despite indications of a second season back in 2022, the decision reversed by the end of the year. It was picked up by Starz for a second season, but they declined to order a third. Jake Johnson, one of the show's stars, told Deadline that he didn't expect good news. His haircutting seemed to be a herald of the show's unfortunate fate, so indeed, the TV scene can be a roller coaster. Now let's move on to the list of shows renewed and cancelled so far for 2024 to 2025, network by network. We don't have the time to cover each and every show here, so I highly encourage you to check out the full list in the show notes. ABC's lineup includes Grey's Anatomy, renewed for its 21st season, while The Good Doctor is ending after season 7. AMC has renewed The Terror for a third season. Apple TV Plus renewed For All Mankind for a fifth season and Slow Horses for a fifth season. However, Schmigadoon was cancelled after its second season. A slew of reality TV shows are being renewed on Bravo, like Top Chef for season 22 and multiple Real Housewives franchises. CBS decided to cancel CSI Vegas after 3 seasons, but renewed FBI for 3 more seasons. Disney Plus had a mix of renewals and cancellations, including Ahsoka, renewed for a second season, and American-Born Chinese, cancelled after just 1 season. NBC has renewed its Chicago lineup with Chicago Fire, Chicago Med, and Chicago PD, all granted new seasons. Over on Netflix, we saw Avatar: The Last Airbender renewed for seasons 2 and 3, but Breakpoint was unfortunately cancelled after just 2 seasons. Paramount Plus brought us mixed news with Star Trek Lower Decks cancelled after 5 seasons, but Star Trek Strange New Worlds was renewed for a 4th season. Lastly, we have Prime Video renewing Upload for a 4th and final season, but Fallout was granted another season too. This list is by no means exhaustive, and there are many more renewals and cancellations across various networks. And that wraps up today's episode of All Things TV with me, Jeffrey. I sincerely hope you found our rundown insightful and interesting. As I said earlier, the complete list of renewals and cancellations will be available in the show notes, so be sure to check that out. And don't forget to tune in next time when we'll be discussing more updates and news from the exciting world of television. If you have any show-specific questions or requests for content you'd like us to cover, don't hesitate to shoot a message our way. We always enjoy hearing from our listeners. That's all for now. Thanks for listening, and we'll be back with more All Things TV, brought to you by Busted Bear Productions.